Now, let's see which tea we're going to choose today. That one. Raspberry mint. So put some of this loose tea in this little tea bowl. I can't do this with one hand. That's what she looks like down there. There we go. And let that do its thing, and I'll be enjoying my first cup of Advent tea soon. Alrighty, today it's time to open the final box from my Orlando Fiber Arts 12 Days of Christmas yarn. So, number 12. Oh, there's a little goodie in there. Ooh, I like that. Nice little enamel pin. Fantastic. Oh my gosh, look at this yarn. Come out, come out. This is hard to do with one hand. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Oh, I love it. This is probably the most heavily, well, it might be one of the heaviest speckled ones. Oh my gosh. I love it. So I will get this caked up and get started on my December socks. One of these days, very soon, hopefully today. Now we'll open up my other Advents. So Freckled Whimsy. Let me get this one opened up. And it's packaged up anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered if I'd opened it earlier, but that's okay. Alright, so Freckled Whimsy. And the instructions. Oh, it is gorgeous. Hearth and Home is the name of it. I don't think I saw what the name of the actual colorway was. I'm going to go and get this caked up soon. It's in two separate skeins, 50 and 50 grams, so I'll get that caked up and then I can get my first day done up. Day one done up? Good grief. Alrighty, so there's my Freckled Whimsy. The next one is my Opal Purple Circle Yarn Co. That's who this is from. So this is my Advent for the Opal yarn. And these are 20 gram This is really hard to do with one hand. I think for tomorrow I might have to do this a little bit differently because this is really awkward to try to open this way. So that's the colorway, Vincent Van Gogh, color number 5433, so 20 grams. The daycare is going for a walk outside right now. Okay, so my opal yarn is going to be put aside, and I will be taking out these again. Month by month I'll take out 2 and I'll make a pair of mismatched sort of shorty socks. I'll put that away after because I can't do this with one hand very easily. I'll learn for tomorrow. And my third one is my Chickadee fiber arts. Look at the packaging on that. It was so pretty. I did open it up and kind of repackaged it, but here's the little tag that was on it and a little wooden ornament or little woodcut, a little sprig of some kind of little greenery. This is not how it was originally tied. I opened it up yesterday just to see if see how everything looked in the packaging, and tried to put it together myself, and clearly that didn't work very well. So they're all individually wrapped in day 25 here. And here's day 1. And there's something else in here. I'm going to go take this over and open it on the table so I can have a little more control. Alrighty, Chickadee Fiber Arts day 1. That's what was rattling. Well, those are cute. The 3, 6, so 10 little gold-colored heart-shaped little markers. Those are nice. I like that. I really do use quite a few of these little round stitch markers like this. A cute little tin. And now let's see the yarn. So the Chickadee Fiber Art yarn that I'm opening, it is in the Cool color palette, and I'm going to be using all of this yarn to make, each day we'll make 1 or 2 granny squares that will be used in my Ariana cardigan. So day number 1 and the first couple, oh my gosh, look at that. That is lovely. Oh, I like that a lot. That is going to make a couple gorgeous, gorgeous granny squares to go into my sweater. Oh, I love the colors of the speckles. Look at those. Just look at them. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Oh, this is so, so pretty. Alrighty, I will show you later today once I've crocheted up my granny squares with this. So stay tuned. I'll be back later to show you what this looks like. First, I'm going to put it onto my ball winder, or my Swift. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm not going to do it into a cake, but I'll put it on the Swift and I will do it up into a small ball. And then I will crochet from that. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, I like this a lot. Alrighty, I'll quit oohing and awing over this, and I'll show you what it looks like once I get crocheting with it. And my starting point on my Advent scarf from Trisha Weatherston is, this is what I did yesterday. I have the first 4 rounds done in, no, that's not, it won't stay. It doesn't want to stay laying down for me. So the preliminary, we got a preliminary bit of instructions that had us do a 1x1 ribbing over 4 rounds. I've marked every 25 stitches on here. That will change. So I'm ready to begin day 1 of the Advent calendar, and that includes day 1 has 3 rounds that we'll be doing, and the pattern is going to be mostly textured with some cables, are the hints that we've been given. So the yarn I'm using for this Upcycle Alpaca Blend. It's a sport weight. The colorway is Seashell, and it's 273 yards or 100 grams per ball of yarn. There's the other information. So hand wash, it's 33% alpaca, 34% wool, 33% acrylic. I'm using, what size needle am I using? Where did I write that down? 3.5 millimeter. US, is that 4? I probably can't read what it says on the needle here. Yeah, US 4 or 3.5 millimeter. So I am ready to start doing day 1. So like I said, we got the instructions for doing the first part. Then I think she said there's 50 rounds on the scarf. So it's going to be divided over the 24 days. And then another 4 rows of 2x2 ribbing or 1x1 ribbing just to keep it nice and flat. So it's going to be a gorgeous infinity cowl. So I did opt for size number 3. There were 4 different sizes that we could choose from. So I went for the third one. So these little markers are going to be coming out this when I do the first round, because it's an 80 stitch repeat. So I'll start putting my markers every 80 stitches once I get going through the first round. Alrighty, I'll come back and show you later on what the first 3 rounds look like once I've added those.
Yeah, Martha had a really complex method. There's a
Hi everyone, so here we are. It's about 20 to 6, quarter to 6 in the evening on, what day is it? Friday. I know the date, not the day. Friday, December 1st. And here we are on day 1 of Vlogmas. I got a little bit of work done. Not as much as I would have liked, but hey, that's the way it is. We did get 3 loads of laundry done. We went out for lunch. I've got a bit of a video clip of what we had for lunch. And then we went and ran a bunch of errands. I had to pick up a few things at the Dollar Tree. And I found stroopwafels. I can't believe I found them at the Dollar Tree. I only got 2. And if the hubby is nice, I'll give him one. But I don't think I've ever seen them there before. So that, and for those of you that haven't been following through Sock Madness, there's this running joke with there that strip waffles are Sock Madness fuel that helps you make it through the whole thing. So we did some things at Dollar Tree, had to get a list of things that had to be got. Then we went to Walmart. I had to pick up a prescription. The hubby had to drop off and pick up a prescription for himself. Then we just kind of wandered around. I replenished my vitamins because I'd run out. Piddly things like that. Then we came home. I did some more knitting, and the hubby had a nap. And then he went out for the tree lighting. It is cold and rainy and yuck outside. So I chickened out. I didn't go. I kind of feel bad that I let him go on his own, but I had zero desire to get caught out in the rain and blech. But anyway, so I've done some knitting. I'm working on, let me see if I can do this without getting you too seasick. I've done some work on my Advent scarf. I'm halfway through. What kind of wonky angle was that? I'm partway through row number 2. There's 3 rows to complete today. But I finished off the purl section this morning, and then I got 1.5 rounds done. Like mine, the one I'm doing is 320 stitches. So it takes a little while to get all the way around. So I got that part done. I will finish part 2, or row 2 and 3. I'll get that finished this evening. I also caked up my December yarn. Isn't it pretty? I love these colors. So I don't think I'll get to adding this onto my December socks today, but it's caked up, ready to go. I hope to have some time to work on it tomorrow. I also got, let me see if I can do this. I caked up my Freckled Whimsy skeins. When I ordered them, I did the order with getting 2 50-gram skeins that I caked up. So that way I can do them 2 at a time, which makes my little heart happy. So I've barely started. Like, I remember earlier I've done the toes for both the December socks and for the my Freckled Whimsy Advent socks. So I did get, the toes are done. And I've started on the first round in the striping part. So that'll take me a little while. I hope to get more work done on that tonight. And I also balled up my Chickadee Fiber Arts little 20-gram mini that was in my Advent calendar. It's kind of blowing out here. And I'm going to be crocheting hopefully 2 granny squares out of that, which will become an Ariana cardigan once I'm done with all of my Advent knitting. The skein of yarn for the little 20-gram opal skein, that I'm going to, I opened it and I put it back in the bag and back in the box with the rest of them. And those will be put aside, and I will knit those up once we get into the new year. I also did my first day of my ink vent. That ink is pretty. I like the shimmer, I like the sparkles in it. I really struggled with my dip pen. If you watched my ink vents day 1 video over on my other channel, you'll see how much I struggled with getting that done. I have, in the meantime, I found the different size nibs that you can also use on that little resin glass kind of pen. It has you can change out the bottom parts. So I had been using just the glass dip pen, and I swapped that out and I put a fine nib on there. And I had a lot more luck. I just fiddled around with that for a bit and I had a lot better luck with using that. So I am going to use that one the rest of the time. So I'll put a link to my other channel down below. So this evening, I don't expect the hubby to be home until about 7:30 or 8. Then we have a movie we hope to watch this evening. So we don't have to be up extra early tomorrow morning. So I'll probably set the alarm for 7 so that I don't sleep too long. But I hope to get the Advent scarf done today, the next row and a half, or round and a half. And I hope to get the first color on my Freckled Whimsy striping socks, Advent socks, done today also. If I finish both of those, I will either work on the crochet squares or I will go back and work on Geogradient and see if I can finish up clue number 3. I'm getting close to done. It's getting at the point now where the rows are actually getting, they seem quite short. You can finish up a row relatively quickly now. And I'm kind of eager to get that done so I can just kind of put that aside and not worry about that until after my Advent knitting is all done up. So that's been what's been up today. Tomorrow, we're going over to a friend's tomorrow afternoon to watch some Christmas concert presentation, something on a subscription channel they have that we don't have. So we'll go and watch that. And it's probably a group of friends from church will also come over to their place. So I plan on, I'll probably get a start on my December socks and I'll work on those while I'm there because that's something I can work on that's nice and mindless. It's plain vanilla sock and I can just happily knit away while we're sitting and chatting and watching. So on that note, I'll zip it and get the editing done on this, get this uploaded, and I will see you again tomorrow. And I'll show you what different yarns I get in my 2 Advent boxes, and I'll show you, I'll be starting the tea Advent. I'll be starting that one tomorrow as well. So I'll show you what tea I get. It'll be a surprise for me too. So I'll show you what tea I have opened up. And I'll also be opening my Inkvent calendar tomorrow as well. I do plan on filming a regular podcast episode tomorrow, even though I am doing Vlogmas as well. I know not everybody wants to sit through and watch Vlogmas videos every day. They either don't have the time or the interest. Both are perfectly fine. So I do like to do a regular podcast episode, and it might be a little bit on the shorter side. We'll see, because sometimes I just tend to keep talking and talking like I'm doing now. Anyway, I'll shut up and I'll get the editing done and I'm going to get this posted and wait for the hubby to get home. Alrighty, take care everyone and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.